Okay. So I guess there's no doubt that I'm addicted to Baccarat Win Pro. I think that actually became clear about a year ago. I don't know, but it's just it has enabled me to discover the merits of Baccarat, which I never before saw, and so I'm grateful for that. Oh, whoops! And I'm on slow. But I hope it doesn't rob me of turbo like the Wiz did. All right, double for the loss. Excuse me. I was still not fast. Wait a minute. There we go. I think that's fixed it. Okay, so that's a repeat. All right, back to the min. Yeah, I'll take a 75 win as long as the bet doesn't get over 100. But once it gets over 100, I want to see at least 100 win on every turnaround. See, so now we're at 1-2, so I won't take less than 100. Don't know anything about that because we already have our turnaround bet. And there it is. So we had 75. So that time we won 125, right? Get my drift? +1. +1. That's just about a repeater. It's a squeaker there. 2-3, third. 1-2-3. Well done, player. But it's simple enough, it has nothing to do with predicting anything. It has nothing to do with saying, oh, well, so and so appeared, turned up so many times, so and so is due. It's none of that nonsense. It's just simply saying, we will follow streaks. But it's slightly more complicated than that in that we pull back in certain circumstances. We switch from P to B or B to P under certain circumstances. Anyway, player one there, so that's +1. That's double for the tie. And that's just a device to boost the end profit. So now that's 2-3. Oh, we're getting up there now, aren't we? Ta-doom. I mean, it's not hugely up there, but we are making money. That's a repeat. And that's a minimum. +1. But it really remains a mystery to me how anybody can look at any of these things, even if they're only looking at them partially, and then just say, well, that strategy's no good, that system's no good, that method is no good. Ugh, I just don't get it. And yet they all sort of lap up this nonsense on YouTube of these guys betting like total nuts, idiots. Okay, so the next one, we just go back. There we go. That's back to the minimum now. We've done nicely out of that little run there. Thank you. +1. 51 second. 1, 2, 3, third. Oh, 5-3. Hopping. 5-3 it is. 1, 2, 3. 8-6. Okay, now when we get to the turnaround bet, which should be 2-3, I'm going to bet 2-4. Going to make it 2-4 to cover commission. That's your choice. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. It's not part of the strategy, as Bush Jr. used to say. But anyway, 2-4 is my choice. You would bet 2-3 if you don't care about commission. And we made that, and back to the minimum on the banker. Double for the loss. 1-2 third. That's already a turnaround, so we don't touch it. 3-2 hopping. 1-2 on player. And it is now 1-2 on player. There we go. But this whole business of sort of like going on hunches and reading the board and all that sort of thing, I get some of that. But basically what I'm trying to do is to simply go with the ebb and flow, which is not quite the same as chasing streaks, but it's sort of, I mean, there's this guy, Brandon O'Brien, who doesn't play very much baccarat anymore, but he had a stake thing going for the longest time. And he always backs the prior winner, which means that when there's a chop, which is quite common in baccarat, he gets murdered. But he just throws thousands out there. It's just, it's odd. Anyway, back to the min. I mean, I find a lot of the way these guys play to be very odd, and it's why I suspect that they're playing to a script. They've been told by the casinos, hey, don't you be teaching people how to win, or we'll pull the rug out from under you. What was that? Okay, 51. Second. 2-3 third. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Plow. Very much. Appreciate it. I'll make this 3 shoes this time, I think. Double. Double again for the tie. What? Double again for the tie. You do that only up to 100. After that, no. All right, so now what are we looking at here? We're looking at so now we're on 2-3 again, second. Sorry, I was a bit slow there. All right, so we made that. We didn't make very much money there, did we? I think we were at 1,600 before, so I'm going to do another 100. All right, I feel better now. And again, that sort of behavior is, it's not anti-strategy, because the strategy would just continue then, at the raised bet value. But it's just my estimation. I look at the shoe balance and think, wait a minute, I only made 100, and actually I should have been happy with that. But part of my problem, of course, is when I'm sort of talking my way through these things and doing the narration and the explanation and the tutorial or whatever the hell, I do lose my drift a little bit. Sorry about that. Okay, so 50 on player now. I love that with this new recorder you can see everything. It's just great. Max transparency, that's what I'm going for at all times. That would be a replay. And that would be 2, 1, 2, 3, third. 5-3, and we're going to the dark side. P1. 5-3 it is. Okay. 5, 3, 2, 3, but we're going to go 2, 4 for the nasty. 6, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Well done, banker. Okay, so we're 28 wins 23 losses, 31 players, 24 bankers. One way or another, we're sort of like limping along okay, aren't we? Back to minimum on the bank, double for the loss, repeat, 51 second on the banker, repeat, minimum. I mean, it really is not a complicated system. I had somebody say to me, you should explain the rules. You should put the rules down for this strategy because it's very, very complicated and you're the only person in the world who understands it. I'm thinking, wait a minute, what is he looking at? Well, it could be a woman, I don't know. Or something else according to the new rules of society, which I do not subscribe to, I have to say. How many transgender people do I know now? Let's see. One of my grandsons is now a granddaughter. My middle boy's best friend's oldest daughter is now his son. And my daughter's best friend's son is now her daughter. I mean, honestly, I think something has to be done to stop this because all these people have got to realize, whatever they are, they should celebrate, they should enjoy. They can't change their gender, they can change their appearance to a certain extent, but they need to be very careful about that because there's no going back, once you chop it off or whatever. But just it's kids seem to be discouraged from accepting themselves now. They seem to be encouraged to say, okay, well, all you got to do is change your name and put on a pretty frock. It's all so silly. And it really is silly because, these people, yes, they may need help. They may have sort of all kinds of problems that they're trying to deal with. But this so-called gender change is not the solution. It can never be. And that's not just my opinion. That's my opinion. Double. I expect I'll get into all kinds of trouble now. Well, I mean, it's touched on people I love 3 times now, and that's just weird. Back to the men. All right, so we'll save that one. Alexa, shut up. I'm just taking this one 3 shoes slowly. Well, not too slowly, I hope, but fairly slowly. Because I just feel the more that I put up there, especially when it's date stamped and time stamped and all the rest of it like this, and the more weight my argument has. And that doesn't mean to say that I won't get into trouble now and then. I've explained that so many times, that once in a while you will have to fight like bloody crazy to keep your profits. But that's the whole idea of the big bankroll. Because I am not Dana White. I can't win over $1 million a night for 23 nights in a row. I don't know how to do that. I think his job should be to teach the whole world how to do that. Where am I? Who am I? What am I? What? I think I'm on bankroll. I've completely lost track now. Sorry. You want it perfect? Go to Meghan Markle. That's 1, 2. Back to the min. Last one. 51 second. 2, 4 third. 6, 4 hopping. B1, damn it. 6-4, hopping to player. 2-3. 1, 2, 3. Thank you, my friend player, who doesn't charge me commission. Love you, bro. Double for the tie. 51 second. Repeat. And we repeat because we want to make at least 100. Once we're betting in hundreds, we want to make at least 100 with every turnaround. And otherwise, that would have been a 75 win. I think we made it a... whatever. Back to the min. +1. +1. +1. That's a repeat. All right, back to the min. $51. 2-3 third. 5-3 to the bank. 1, 2, 3 it is. 2-4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I just really do resent commission, so that's why I do that. And you know, these games they offer where they say this is commission free, so it's so much better. It's it's better for you. Blah 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 blah. I mean, I watched Bobby Rivas the other day. He had $1,000 out on Banker, and Banker won with a 3-card 7, and it was a push. Commission of 1,000 that's the commission on a win of 20,000, and he never bets at that level. So the cost to him of playing at so-called commission-free baccarat was huge, but people don't do the sums. Damn it, they don't think it through. It's why there's all these loonies, but he's promoting double down madness and free play blackjack, and it's just it's it's just okay, double for the loss. Yeah, I'm sorry, you get free rants as a bonus with this arrangement. 51 second. 2-4 third. Yeah. 6-4 2 player. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2-3. 1, 2, 3. Player seems to be doing quite well for us. We're at 17 wins to 13 losses and 20 players to 14 bankers. So we're going with the flow pretty well this time. That's another +1. And another +1. So we'll repeat that. Now we're on 2-3. 1, 2, 3 third on player. 5-3 to the bank. 1, 2, 3. 8-6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whoops. All right, 8-7. 1, 2. 3-5. Oh, nicely timed. I like that one. Yeah, my approach to commission is entirely voluntary. You can do what you want, but I do recommend it. My old thing used to be to go for 10%, because the commission is 5%, so I'd add 10%, but it gets a bit mucky. You've got different. You don't want to be putting chips of different denominations out. Like when you're in thousands, you're in thousands. When you're in hundreds, you're in hundreds. When you're in 500s, you're in 500s. That's the thing. You don't. Mixing up chips is just a waste of time, and it's just bloody annoying. So that's what it's all about. Double for the tie. That looks like 1-2 to me. So it's going to be 1-3. 1-2-3. Well done, banker. You're doing awfully well for us. We are definitely grooving right now. I got stuck in a shopping line at our local booze shop last night. It was really funny. There was a guy behind me who just insisted he wanted to chat. And he sort of says to me, "Well, I'm 59. I guess you're a little bit older than me, right? What, 65?" And I said, "Well, I'm a bit older than that." He goes, "Okay, 70?" And I said, "A bit older than that." He was obviously waiting for me to tell him how old I was, but I resisted. What did I just do? Did I fuck up? No. Back to the men. Yeah, I do like being mistaken for somebody younger than I am, but I think it's largely because there's a very dim light in there, and he probably hadn't polished his glasses. That's 1-2-3. Okay, I guess that's a repeat. Well done, Mr. Bank. What the fuck was that? That was a loser. How did that happen? Okay. 2-4. 1-2-3-4 is the third bet on the bank. The banker is really coming up trumps for us. And yet, okay, banker's catching up now, 29-31, and we're at 31-24, wins to losses. That's thanks to the hop, because obviously if we'd stuck with player or banker, then we'd be very close. But because of the hop, we're doing somewhat better. Bump. Plus another one. Plus one. That's a repeater. Oh, there it goes. It's a bit slow this time, wasn't it? It was sort of like thinking about it. Okay, that wasn't a terrible shoe. 2,500 is about what I aim for, but I don't always get what I want, like the song says. Okay, we'll go for the third shoe now. And you folks out there who think that I've got some sway, some control over baccarat win pro, I mean, you are so off base. It's just sad, really. But I think most of the people who come out with suggestions like that are not revealing their real agenda. They're up to something that I think we're still on the bank. Plus one. Plus one. That's 1-3 second. 4-6. Is 4-6 all right? 1-3-4-6. 4-6 is okay. Well, now I'm going to call it 4-7. So there. 11-7. Hopping. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bugger. 2 1.5. Second. A half. 1. All right, that's better. Pushed it a little bit there, but as I say, once you get into 500s, then you need to be betting in 500s, and once you get into thousands, bloody blah. What was that? Double for the loss. 1 2 third. 1 2. We don't do anything with that because it's over 100. Oh, and I was just thinking, oh, look at that. Isn't that clever? 1 2 1 2 3 2. Hopping. P1. It's so annoying when this happens. P2. All right. Did I say 5 2 or 3 2? Oh, 3 2, I think. Okay. 1 3 for the commission. 4 6. Again. There we are. Okay. It's just a matter of staying on top of the commission, and obviously I'm overdoing it. But it's because I don't want to be putting pennies out there and half dollars and stuff like that, none of which is available. There are ones here and fives which I never use, but I'm not playing with those. I refuse. Back to the men. Double for the loss. 1 2. Well done, banker. +1. No. I think from now on I'm going to do that as being 1 2, because that's not enough, is it? Yeah, that's better. Okay. So we don't repeat the 75, we go for 1 2. That's going to be the new rule. It's a slight adjustment. It's a very slight adjustment. It's called evolution. God, I just finished a book that was absolutely bloody brilliant. The Blind Watchmaker. Fantastic stuff. Just no polemics, no sort of no argumentative stuff. Just a description of all kinds of life that just logic and common sense say could not have been created by some entity who just sort of like went pa-ching and suddenly created bats with echo sounding and all the incredible things that exist on this planet. I think there are something like 10 million different life forms, they said somewhere. Where the hell am I? Okay, so that's 2 3, so that's 2 4 on the bank, isn't it? Yeah, the banker is really looking after us very nicely right now. This is the third shoot too. Of course, having said that, now I'm going to get hammered. 1 2, third on the bank. Try again. Bloody ties. There we go. Oops. Didn't want that. Minimum. +1. Oh, sorry, double for the tie. +1 now. And that's 1 2, remember? 3 5, third on the bank. Oi! 8-5, hopping. 8-5 it is. 13-10, so that's 1.5, 1. A half, 1. Oh, I love it. What is it Vegas Matt says? I love it when a plan comes together. I wonder who first said that. Probably Julius Caesar. Double for the loss. Repeat. 51 second. This is no fun. 2-3 third. Well done, player. Good man. +1. Doubling for the tie. Oh, that's 2-3 second. Ugh. Ugh. There we go. Oh, I thought for a minute it was going to tell me I couldn't play anymore. It went all sort of manky. Ah, 3-4. Third. Well done, player. Good chap. Double for the tie. +1. Double for the tie. 2-3 second. 5-6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are we going to be rolling over here? Nope. It's been a pretty nice shoe, this one, actually. 27 wins, 27 losses. So, this just helps me kind of like underscore the need to win more when you win than you lose when you lose. Because, look at this. 27, and we've got a shoe balance of 3,250. Up here, what are we looking at? 33 players, 26 bankers. I don't know how many times we bet on player. I don't keep track of stuff like that. I don't really care. What I care about is winning. That's my plan. Well, that's funny. I was expecting to be thrown out there. All right, that's got to be it, surely. Yeah, all right. So we've got very good performance out of those three shoes. And, like I'm always saying, I mean, I don't see how anybody can look at the list that I produce every so often, the front page, as I call it, which is a list of all the shoes that have been played, the last 30 shoes. And then every so often I'll show the second page and the third page and so on. But all the shoes that have been played, and they end up a winner. So then how can somebody say, yeah, well, that doesn't work? I mean, that's not a good betting strategy. And there's people out there who do that, and you're sort of left thinking, who are these idiots? I mean, how can they say, oh, yeah, well, that's way too dangerous. No, you can't do that. Okay, so these are the ones that matter. 11:32 all the way up to 11:53, whatever the hell time it is now. I don't know. We're 35 minutes into these three shoes, so an average of 12 minutes each. And let's have a look at them, shall we? Everything's going very slow. I think it's my computer is dying. 35 wins to 25 losses, 31 bankers to 33 players. 35 into 5,225 into 28.25. So that's definitely an average win that exceeds the average loss by a decent percentage. I can't do that in my head. I'm very sorry. Next one. Come on. 36 into 56 and 26 into 34. Again, I mean, we won 36, lost 26, bankers 34, players 33. So you can see the point of the hop, But don't just do it according to whim. Do it according to a fixed, consistent, logical, sensible, proven strategy. That's all I'm saying. And 28 wins, 28 losses, shoe balance 3,300, 28 into 8,400, and 28 into minus 5,100. Again, no brainer, audience. So, catch you later. Oh, not that much later, because I'm going to show you the front page again. There it is. So we've got some reds in there, and let's go to page 2. Got some reds in there too, but always recovered. I don't want to go all the way down to page 3 because it shows the 20th of January, which was a day that shall live in infamy. Although Dana White would disagree. I don't care. There it is. Okay, next time.